I didn't know Phaedra or Eva at all, and I really clicked with them. We
Oh,
just
great.
kind of have the same quirky personalities, strong women, and
Yep.
we really share the spirituality bond.
Hey everyone, this is Anna Rumor with Pop Culture, and today we have with us the one and only Dorinda Medley. And Dorinda, you were just telling me how fabulous you are looking and feeling because of Nutrisystem. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, you were saying how fabulous I look. I don't want people to think that I am. I'm a real conceited person. No,
you can see the mirror. You got it.
I've been an ambassador now for 2 years, going strong. Love it more than ever, and I'm loving it even more because now they've added all these premier dinners and stuff. Like this is what I had last night. I was going to show you. You make it on the stovetop, rip it open, make it on the stovetop. It is literally lemon caper chicken with pasta, and it is good. And what I love now that I'm back in New York, I mean, listen, it's National Nutrition Month. It is National Frozen Food Month. What I love is being back in the city. Again, it gets delivered. I don't have to think about it, right?
Yeah.
And it's easy cleanup and it's nutritional and there's a huge variety. I mean, people ask me all the time, are you really still on it? I'm like, I'm really still on it because, listen, like any new thing, when they asked me a couple of years ago, I was like a little bit worried about how to start, right? Mm-hmm. Because anything, how to start exercising, start dating, start a new nutritional plan. Like, where do I start? And that's the great thing about Nutrisystem. They take all the worry about how to start out of it. Everything's color coded. I call it the gramaticals of food, right? Yellow is breakfast, blue is lunch, red is dinner, snacks are purple. And, they've got such a big variety that you don't even dessert. I mean, every night, like last night, I had an orange-icle, before I went to bed, because I'm all about the little dessert at the end of the day. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. And it really does. Now that I'm back in New York, I'll tell you a big thing I noticed. I went out to dinner the other night. Because you can't always do it, right? You have to be realistic. You can't just do it. I did, breakfast. I had my turkey sausage sandwich, breakfast sandwich. Lunch, I had a broccoli cheese wrap. Mid-afternoon, I had a coconut chocolate snack bar. And then when I went out last night, I ordered, but now I get portion control.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's what it's all about. And, it's hard. It's, that's a learning curve.
Absolutely. And
I'll be honest,
especially going out.
I lost another 3 pounds since I'm back in New York. I think because I'm doing the Nutrisystem still, but I'm, now that we're back in New York, you're active, you're walking.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was up in the Berkshires. We were all sort of a little bit more, stuck in the house.
Of course. Yeah.
So I love it. I love it more than ever. It's a big part of my life. My freezer is always filled with it out there. In fact, Hannah comes over and raids my refrigerator and takes half the stuff on me. I had to call Nicole, who is at Nutrisystem, who's on with us right now. So you got to send more of these turkey eggs sausage sandwiches because Hannah cleans me out.
They're being pilfered.
Because it's not just about dieting. Those are buzzwords that are scary. Dieting. How long are you going to be on it? It's a lifestyle.
Right. Absolutely. And 2 years in.
2 years.
And you're feeling great.
I love it. I love the snacks. I love I brought some of my favorite things. This is one of my favorite things I have sometimes. And what's great is they have not only the frozen food, but they have things like if I have to run out early in the morning, you can just take a breakfast bar. They have the protein shakes. So it can fit into any lifestyle you're in, which I like. Even when I go to the Bahamas, which I go to a lot, I pack all my dry Nutrisystem food. Yeah. Just so I can kind of stay on course with it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, and you are so busy. You've got your bourbon out, your paperback comes out today. You've got Ultimate Girls Trip about to premiere. You've got so much that's going on. How do you keep it all balancing?
I may have been, as I say, I may have been put on pause, but I certainly kept playing. And it's been such a growing year. I got very lucky with the Nutrisystem family and asking them to become ambassador because it came at the perfect time. I not only had gained weight because we all gained weight during the pandemic.
Of course.
But, they're another great family to be part of. It's such a great company. They really take you in. They really make sure that you become part of something, which I just enjoyed so much. I really have. And then, of course, I wrote my book.
Yes.
And then I had the bourbon. And then my candle line came out. And now I started my radio show last week with Radio Andy on Sirius XM.
Yes, that's so great to have you back in our lives. We miss seeing as much of you. What is it like to just kind of be back with the people who love you so much?
I love it. And now we have the mashup. And, I think once you're part of the Bravo family, on or off, you're always part of the Bravo family.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I was really, not only because I knew all the girls really well going into it, but I was on for 6 years. I feel like it's just part of, it's part of me forever, which I love.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact that the audience doesn't forget you.
Oh, no. I mean, Bravo fans, we're in it for life.
You're in it for life.
And the mashup. So, with the New York ladies, I feel like there's always kind of a base understanding, a base kind of cultural thing that you can touch on. Bringing together the ladies from different cities, what was that like? I feel like it's got to be different.
Well, I didn't know what to expect, number one. And I had no idea that it was going to be it's a much bigger production what Peacock does. So, usually when we go up there with Bravo, it's winter, we go up with 4 or 5 cameramen, and we just sort of focus on whatever the continuing of the story and rooms at Bluestone Manor. So you don't really see Bluestone Manor as full glory. And it's kind of just sort of a much more, this was a huge production. This was like almost 100 people, drones.
Oh my gosh.
And then you got to remember, we'd all been in the pandemic for a long time and all very isolated. I mean, I've never, first of all, had 8 people stay at my house for 8 days ever, family or not.
No, that's a lot.
And then you bring people from all different places, Beverly Hills, Atlanta, Orange County. Yeah. And although I know Jill very well, and Brandi I love and I consider like a little sister, and I knew Tamra, I didn't really know these girls.
Yeah, right.
And I didn't really kind of understand what 8 days at Bluestone Manor would look like. So you got to remember all these girls, Taylor, Brandi, Vicki, Tamra, Jill, Eva, Phaedra, these are all big players.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we're all big personalities. Some of them haven't been on TV for a minute. So, you bring all that energy into Bluestone Manor up on the hill, put us all together for 8 days, and you can only imagine what is to come. But I will tell you this: like it, don't like it, you're not going to be bored. I mean, it is. And visually, Andy was saying the other day, just to see, you guys have never been able to see the whole property like that because it's on 18 acres.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just the visuals alone, I think, are going to be very exciting. And I think it's exactly what people want right now. People have really missed Bluestone Manor. They miss me, but they really miss Bluestone Manor. So I think it's exactly what we need post-pandemic.
Absolutely. It's like going home.
It's like going home. It's a little old school.
Absolutely.
And our interactions are very old school. We're very good at getting in there, having our little things, but then coming out of it. Right.
I mean, you guys are all pros. Was there anyone that you clicked with who you weren't really expecting to, or someone that you
I just told
I
just told Christina this. Yes, I didn't know Phaedra or Eva at all, and I really clicked with them. We just kind of have the same quirky personalities, strong women, and we really share the spirituality bond, which I knew. That for me is a big thing in my life. I don't talk about it often, but it really does guide me. And we just had a lot of fun, and I got to take away some really nice friendships, and I got to kind of bond deeper with Jill because I hadn't seen Jill for a while. She's in Boca, she's always doing stuff, and I'm in the Berkshires and she's in the Hamptons, and I just feel like some of the girls I just got to bond with a little better.
That's awesome.
And some not, which you'll see.
I was going to say, on the flip side, is there anyone who's not getting the invite back?
Well, I don't think they'd want to come back either.
Okay, a mutual parting of ways then. Well, I mean, looking forward to the future, what's next? I mean, can you even fit anything else in your lifestyle? You're so busy.
Well, I'm really focusing on, branding Bluestone Manor. I'm really excited about that. There's a lot of great sort of different projects I'm doing. Obviously, I love being part of Nutrisystem and things. And I just really want to focus on, coming back to New York City and slowly coming out of what we just went through. I mean, not that COVID's not going to be part of us forever, because I think at some level, but learning to manage that. I just am all about surrounding myself with people that are, of like mind, that are, helping me to grow. And, I'm looking forward to dating again and getting back out there a little bit and just being my best self. I mean, listen, you're never perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect.
Right.
You got to sometimes go 5 steps and sometimes you make a mistake, but all about just keep moving forward and growing as a woman, you know? I really
Absolutely.
do. I think we are in the age of the woman, which I love.
Absolutely.
You know, I have a daughter, and I'm just looking forward to we're coming back as different people,
Mhm.
and I think better people.
Yeah. How do you think that you've kind of changed throughout this pandemic craziness
Oh my
experience?
God, in so many ways. You know, I think it was one of the most frightening things because it happened so quickly, right? And
Mhm.
I myself went up to Bluestone Manor, which I was up there with Hannah and my friend Greg Leo, and obviously my parents live a couple miles away. But that silence was a little bit scary at first. You're
Yeah.
like, and we had no idea. Like I remember at the time, my friend Greg saying to me, "Oh, well, I'm just going to stay up here for a couple of weeks till it passes."
Right. We
16
all thought a
months
couple
later.
weeks. Right.
16 months later.
Ah.
And, you know, we kind of were like a toothpick in the ocean, but it really, once you leaned into it
Mhm.
and once you kind of accepted it, and really, for me, being up in the Berkshires and really being able to spend quality times with my parents that I wouldn't have been able to do because I'm always in a rush,
Right.
slowing down, really recognizing the power of nature, and also recognizing that there's a lot of bullshit that you don't, oh my God, sorry. There's a lot of stuff there's a lot of bullshit that I'm just not doing anymore.
Yeah. I love that.
I'm not
That's
doing
great.
it. If you're not of like mind, I don't need to hate you.
Mhm.
You don't need, we don't even need to discuss it. I'm going to be much more focused on my health, like with Nutrisystem,
Right.
which fits perfectly.
Yeah.
My wellness and the people and the projects
Yeah.
that I don't have to do everything. No is okay. No to people, no to projects, no, and figure out where your yes is.
Yes.
That
of
you can be
course.
best for the brand and that you can also be best for yourself.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, that's a valuable lesson to walk away with. And I know you've got just time for one more question, but I've got to ask, have you heard anything about maybe coming back to RHONY? Because we missed it so much. The other season, it lacked. Well,
I think they're in the process of deciding. You know, I love my Bravo family, so you never say never. You got to put out a good word. You got to put out good energy. Fingers crossed.
Always.
But no, I don't think anyone's heard anything yet.
Okay, well, we'll keep putting out that good energy. I think
with the fact that they skipped a season, it's made the process so much longer, right?
Right. It's a tough,
but you never know.
We're getting it back together. Oh,
I think that you never know. I could be back making it nice again, and making it not nice too. Sometimes.
The duality, I love it. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you so much.
Wait to
Have
see
a great
you in
one.
all your endeavors. Yes, you too.
Bye-bye.